Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the latest game in the Smash franchise, and it's pretty good. It features a total of 103 stages and 75 characters, but sadly, this game lacks some game modes that were present in the previous entries, such as Board the Platform, Break the Target, Home Run Contest. But thankfully, a new minigame that is really reminiscent of Race to the Finish was added in the classic mode in Smash Ultimate. It doesn't have a name except Bonus Game, which is kinda lame, but whatever. In this one, you're supposed to run away from this huge vortex that is swallowing anything it touches. And to do so, you have to break blocks, jump above pits, and do all sorts of crazy things. But can we do this bonus game without jumping? The rules are simple. Basically, we have to go from the beginning over here to the end over there without jumping. But what is jumping exactly? Basically, if we take a look at the controls menu over here, there's a clear label that says that this button over here is used to jump. Let's just remap those two jumping buttons and make them attack ones instead. There you go, we can't jump anymore, so no worries. This means that we are going to have to use our special moves and character abilities to get to the end without falling down and dying. We're also going to try to beat this bonus game with all 75 characters. Now that everything has been set, let's get right into this. Here we go. Mario's iconic jump can't be used here, so instead we're gonna have to use his Super Jump Punch ability to slowly move up from platform to platform. When you go down there, make sure to immediately use the Super Jump Punch, because if you don't, you won't make it up there. It's a really tight jump. Go slowly up these stairs and you'll reach the end easily.
Donkey Kong!
Donkey Kong is next, and sadly, as buff and as strong as this gorilla might be, he doesn't have any ground attacks that allow him to fly. I thought maybe his Spinning Kong ability could help, but sadly no, he just spins around and he knows his death is coming. Sorry, DK.
Link!
So, kinda like DK, Link's spin attack doesn't give him any air if you do it from the ground, but thankfully we can get a little bit of air by placing a bomb next to us and detonating it. This is a really tedious process, but if you detonate a bomb and spin attack, you'll be able to make it to the end. Although I must admit that you have to be a little bit lucky, as sometimes the bombs will make you go in the wrong direction. Samus is next, and her screw attack will be totally helpful to climb up the platforms. Plus, it makes her go super high, so no worries at all.
Dark Samus!
Since Dark Samus is technically pretty much the same as Samus and also has a powerful screw attack, well, this one's easy.
Yoshi!
For Yoshi, my plan was simple. I was gonna do a Yoshi Bomb ground pound attack to climb up until the end. But here's the problem. For some weird reason, Yoshi's ground pound goes through the platforms. You can't cancel this attack once it's started, so yeah, this seemed like an impossible one. However, I tried the egg roll attack, and at one point I managed to gain enough air to do an egg throw attack and then gain altitude. After a lot of practice, I managed to get the timing right, and it's actually possible to climb up those platforms using this newly found strategy. And now we can use a bunch of ground pounds to get up the staircase, and this one is done.
Kirby!
Kirby's final cutter ability gets him enough air to reach anywhere he wants. Plus it's pretty fast, so yeah, this one's easy.
Fox!
Fox is next, and despite not being able to jump, his Firefox ability will prove to be more than enough to go to the other side of the pit. You can also clear out the staircase easily with the same strategy.
Pikachu!
Pikachu is pretty fast, and thanks to his quick attack being able to get him up in the air, we can easily cross the pit. That is, if we manage to get there in the first place. It's actually harder than it looks to aim correctly with this attack, so just manage to get there and boom, you're done.
Luigi!
My boy Luigi is next, and just like his brother Mario, his Super Jump Punch is pretty useful, but since Luigi's one moves straight up, it's a little bit trickier to go up the platforms. To cross the pit, I decided to use Luigi's famous green missile charge attack. Do not waste any second, as climbing up this staircase at the end is really slow.
Ness!
Ness is next, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have a lot of hope for him. The only attack that could be useful is the PK Thunder, but trying to hit yourself from an angle that gives you height is a really hard thing to do. I tried many times but never managed to actually do it, so sadly I think this one is impossible.
Captain Falcon!
Captain Falcon is super fast, and this will be super useful to this quest. Just use the Falcon dive to cross the pit and then run to the end, and that's it.
Jigglypuff!
Jigglypuff is a problem as it doesn't have any recovery attack. I tried to use rollout to bounce off the wall and gain altitude, but as you can see, there's no way this is happening. We're just gonna give Jigglypuff a concussion with this strategy. So yeah, this one's a failure.
Peach!
Princess Peach is up, and her Peach Parasol attack will give her enough height to reach all of the platforms up above. Glide above the pit, and this one's super easy.
Daisy!
Obviously, as Daisy is pretty much the same as Peach, the same strategy will be used and we're gonna have the same results.
Bowser!
After playing Yoshi, I was afraid of Bowser because the Bowser Bomb ground pound attack was my only strategy. Don't ask why, but for some reason, Bowser's ground pound doesn't go through the platforms like Yoshi does, and for this reason, it's actually super easy to reach the end. Just combine the ground pound and the spin attack, and you'll be done.
Ice Climbers!
Nana and Popo, the Ice Climbers are next, and their rope will be more than enough to reach the top part of the stage and cross the path. But I mean, they are ice climbers. Of course they can climb those easy platforms.
Sheik!
Sheik is very athletic, and her vanish attack will be useful to clear out those boxes and go up the platforms. You can also use the bouncing fish attack to cling onto walls and go faster that way. It's actually the most stylish way of climbing up the staircase so far.
Zelda!
Zelda has the powers of the Triforce to guide her to the end. Use Feror's Wind to teleport you anywhere you like, and this one will be easily completed.
Dr. Mario!
You think Dr. Mario is exactly the same as normal Mario, but for some reason I wasn't able to use the super jump punch to grab the ledge while down there in the pit. But thankfully Dr. Mario has a secret Dr. Tornado move which makes us rise up, and then if we combine it with the super jump punch, we're all good.
Pichu!
Pichu can use his agility move to quickly move up the platforms and across the pit. This guy is pretty fast, so this will be really easy.
Falco!
My boy Falco is exactly like Fox in regards to how he completes this challenge. Use your Firebird ability and you'll clear this really easily.
Marth!
Marth is next, and his Dolphin Slash is all that is needed to get up anywhere you want. Like seriously, there's no challenge at all.
Lucina!
Considering Lucina is pretty much the female version of Marth, you'll clear the level just as fast as you did with my boy Marth.
Young Link!
Young Link is up, and just like Adult Link, you'll need bombs to go up there. But Young Link's bombs do not need to be remotely detonated, so you think it's actually easier and faster. But I'm gonna go on record here saying that I had way more trouble clearing this one. The direction in which you start flying is pretty erratic, so it's actually difficult to go up the staircase at the end. Who would have thought clearing a staircase was the real challenge? I ended up clearing it by looking to the left to get blasted up to the right.
Ganondorf!
Ganondorf is next, and just like Captain Falcon, his Dark Dive attack is all that is needed to clear it.
Mewtwo!
Mewtwo doesn't need to walk nor jump. It can just glide and teleport wherever it wants. That makes this quest super easy.
Roy!
Roy's Blazer attack might not go as high as his buddies Marth and Lucina, but it actually goes super far in the direction you're looking at. This allows you to cross the pit super easily.
Chrom!
Then we have Chrom, and to get up you need to use the Soaring Slash, which goes straight up. So you'll have to get as close to the wall as you can, and there you go, you'll make it to the end.
Mr. Game&Watch!
Mr. Game&Watch cannot complete this challenge alone. No, he needs help from those two firemen that appear to get him up there. Just glide to safety, and there you go.
Meta Knight!
Meta Knight is next, and this dude has too many ways of clearing this challenge without jumping. You can just glide up with the shuttle loop, you can use the drill rush to just drill your way through it, you can even use your dimensional cap to teleport yourself up the stairs. Pit is an angel with wings, so you know, just use the power of flight to get to the end. Super simple.
Dark Pit.
Dark Pit is the exact same thing as Pit, except he's dark. So, you know, he has the power of flight too. Do the same strategy and you'll reach the end.
Zero Suit Samus.
Zero Suit Samus is a very athletic character, and her boost kick is actually pretty good to break boxes and to get up there. Crossing the pit is also easily done with that same move, and to climb up those platforms and the staircase at the end, you can use the flip jump to do it quickly.
Wario!
Wario's corkscrew jump might not be as cool looking as Samus' flip jump, but it's highly effective. Plus, to cross the pit, just use your trusty Wario bike and there you go.
Snake?
Snake is a soldier and he has tons of weapons on him at all time, so he never needs to jump. Grab on the cipher to fly above the pit, or just grab a good old hand grenade and let it blow you up the platform. That probably hurts though.
Ike.
Ike might be a little bit slow and heavy, but his ether move is all that is needed to go up and across the pit.
Pokémon Trainer.
Pokémon Trainer is up, and since he has 3 Pokémons, let's start off with Squirtle and its trusty waterfall move. Just look at how easy this allows it to go up and finish the stage. Ivysaur is next, but sadly this Pokémon has no move that allows it to climb up from the ground without jumping. I tried to use the Vine Whip attack to try to grab onto the platforms up there, but it didn't work, so this one's impossible. Obviously, Charizard has wings on its back, so it can actually use the fly attack to just go up, and to cross the pit, you can use the Flare Blitz attack, and there you go, it's done!
Diddy Kong!
Diddy Kong's Rocket Barrel boost will easily get you from platform to platform, but this is only if you manage to control it. My first attempt wasn't quite successful as you can see, but I eventually learned how to use the Rocket Barrel, and there you go. Lucas has the same recovery moves as his buddy Ness, which means I couldn't complete the challenge, although it seems that it might be possible if there was a consistent way of gaining height with the PK Thunder attack. I just couldn't do it.
Sonic!
It seems that my boy Sonic has a spring in his pocket at all time, so he can just pull it out and boing, you are up and across the pit. Good job.
King Dedede.
King Dedede is up, and his super Dedede jump attack makes it super easy to go anywhere you want. Just whoop, and there you go.
Olimar!
Olimar is next, and just like pretty much all of his moves, he'll need his Pikmins to complete this challenge. But sadly, if you have tons of Pikmins with you, you're too heavy to fly, so you're gonna have to ditch those 3. See ya guys! Plus, the flying Pikmin get tired of carrying you around if you keep using them, so you'll sometimes have to take a break to help them replenish their health and stamina, but there you go, you can easily do it.
Lucario!
Lucario has the extreme speed move that allows it to move super fast in any direction, and Lucario clings onto walls, which helps it go up these boxes and up the staircase.
R.O.B!
R.O.B is a robot with thrusters under it, so obviously the Robo Burner move is all that is needed to get to the end of the stage. No difficulty at all.
Toon Link!
If you remember how we completed this challenge with Young Link, you'll feel right at home with Toon Link. The challenges are the same, being that the explosion caused by your bombs can sometimes send you flying in places you don't want to.
Wolf!
The recovery moves for Wolf might not be as cool as Fox or Falco, but his Fire Wolf is more than enough to go up there. The Wolf Flash is also really useful to cross the pit and go up the staircase super fast.
Villager!
Villager is a pretty safe boy for this challenge, as he wears his helmet and flies with 2 helium-filled balloons. This makes the challenge quite easy, but just make sure to take a break from time to time to get helium back in your balloons, because if you don't, they just blow up and you can't cross anything.
Mega Man!
Mega Man has his trusty Rush Coil move, and that's all that is needed to get to the end of the stage. Aw, thank you, doggy. You are good, doggy.
Wii Fit Trainer!
Wii Fit Trainer is next, and those years of training allows her to use her super hoop to float up and across the pit. I actually wish I had those kind of moves, but sadly I like cheeseburgers and pizza a little bit too much.
Rosalina&Luma.
Here comes Rosalina&Luma, and if you remember anything about Super Mario Galaxy and the power of the Luma transforming into launch stars, you'll know that they allow you to fly super far away in any direction. And look, that's exactly what we're gonna do here, and this will be done.
Little Mac.
Little Mac is up, and I was afraid this might be difficult with this one, as we all know Little Mac is not really good in the air. But thankfully, his rising uppercut just barely reaches the platform and you can pull yourself up and clear this stage.
Greninja.
Greninja has its Hydro Pump move, and this move allows it to easily get to the end. It's a very fast and powerful way of clearing this stage.
Palutena.
Palutena is up, and she kinda has the same ability as Mewtwo, meaning she can warp herself to anywhere she wants really. No need to jump when you can just glide and teleport everywhere.
PAC-MAN.
Next up is PAC-MAN, and this character can actually use many ways of getting up. You can use the Power Pellet Trail to go anywhere you want, or you can also use the Pack Jump Bounce ability if you feel like it.
Robin.
Robin can cast many spells that will be helpful in this quest. Elwind is obviously the best book to boost yourself into the air, but sadly those magic books can break if you use them too many times, so just make sure you only use them when truly needed.
Shulk.
Shulk is just feeling it, and his air slash move brings him upwards. But if you want to make sure nothing bad is gonna happen, use your jump Monado art to cross the pit and your speed Monado art to get to the end very quickly.
Bowser Jr.
Considering the fact that Bowser Jr. hangs out in his junior clown car all the time, his best way to cross the pit is to abandon ship. This allows him to go super high up in the sky, and then the clown car just comes back instantly anyway, so this one's easy.
Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt Dog is pretty lazy, so he'll have his duck friend carry him up the platforms and across the pit. The bird doesn't need to replenish its stamina, so no worries here.
Ryu.
Ryu from Street Fighter is next, and his years of martial art training will allow him to cross the pit easily by combining a Tatsumaki Senpukyaku and a Shoryuken. Did I say that right? Was that okay?
Ken.
Obviously, Ken is going to do the exact same thing as Ryu to get to the end.
Cloud.
Cloud is next, and I actually had some trouble with this dude. His Clim Hazard attack doesn't go high enough to make him grab the platform there, so you'll have to charge your limit break meter to the max to be able to make it across the pit. This is nerve-wracking as the vortex gets super close to you, but once that part is done, the rest is a piece of cake.
Corrin.
Corrin is up, and she can turn into a dragon and ascend up in the sky. And using that amazing ability, you can cross any pit that stands in your way.
Bayonetta.
Next up is Bayonetta, and her afterburner kick is more than enough to cross the pit, and a witch twist will give her enough air to go up any platforms.
Inkling.
Inkling is next, and as a kid you might not be able to go anywhere in this challenge, but just turn into a squid and use your super jump and this will be done in no time.
Ridley.
Ridley is too big to be in Smash, but that's actually helpful in this challenge as his Wing Blitz attack sends him flying high enough to cross the pit. Getting up the staircase ain't that easy though if you waste your time like I was doing here, but it's doable.
Simon.
Simon from Castlevania has a pretty good move that allows him to complete this stage. It's the uppercut. I mean, look at how high this gets him. Easy peasy.
Richter.
The same can be said for Richter, which uses exactly the same ability to finish the stage.
King K. Rool.
King K. Rool is next, and his propeller pack from Donkey Kong Country 3 will rise him up in the air and allow him to complete the challenge in a second.
Isabelle.
Isabelle is up, and just like her buddy Villager, she has balloons on her at all times, and they will allow her to cross the pit and go up any platform.
Incineroar.
Finally, we have Incineroar, and as you can see, its Crush Up move should be more than enough to go up there. But this Pokemon suffers from the same sickness as Yoshi, and his move goes through the platforms, so we can't get up. This one's actually impossible. So there you go, the quest is now done. Is it possible to complete the bonus stage without jumping once? Well, yes and no. Out of all the characters we played, only Donkey Kong, Ness, Jigglypuff, Ivysaur, Lucas, and Incineroar can't complete this challenge. But for all of the other characters, yes, it's possible. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. By the way, I'm launching my brand new Discord server, which is called Team BBQ. In this one, you can chat with other viewers, other fans, you can share clips of your amazing gaming skills, you can suggest videos for the future, and you can just have a good time, listen to music with friends and everything. So you should totally join it. The link is in the description, so make sure to check it out. In the meantime, tap the cards on screen right now to check out another video. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.